Welcome back, everybody, to our sugya. This is going to be our second video on Zachor Megillah, Daf Yud Chet Amud Aleph. In this video, we're just going to quickly go over the translation of the Gemara, at least the part of the Gemara that we have already seen. Okay. So just a reminder, again, we are looking at the Gemara in the middle of Yud Chet Amud Aleph, from Minalan until where it says Bepeh. We are actually only going to go through the Gemara from the quote from the Mishnah here, Kara al Peh lo Yatza, from there until where it says Afkan B'Sefer, just the first two lines of the Gemara. Okay, so the Gemara begins with a quote from the Mishnah, Kara al Peh lo Yatza. If you read the Megillah by heart, then you are not Yotze, the mitzvah of reading the Megillah, and you would have to read it again. Additionally, if you listen to someone else read the Megillah, well, not really read the Megillah, but recite the Megillah by heart, then you also would have to find another way to fulfill the mitzvah of hearing the Megillah. So the Gemara then asks the question, Minalan. How do I know this? How do I know that it's true that reading the Megillah by heart, you're not Yotze? The Gemara is asking what the source of this halacha is. Where in the psukim can I learn that you only fulfill the mitzvah if it's read out of a Megillah? The Gemara answers, Amar Rava. Rava says, Atya comes along Zachira, Zachira. The Gezerah Shava known as Zachira, Zachira. So again, that Gezerah Shava is one we learned earlier, that the Gemara is now going to explain. K'tiv hacha, it is written here, meaning it is written regarding here, meaning our topic, meaning Purim. K'tiv hacha, it's written here regarding Purim. Here's a quote from the Megillah: V'hayamim ha'ela nizkarim, that these days should be nizkarim, remembered. Okay, that's the first pasuk in the Gezerah Shava. The K'tiv ha'tama, it's written there regarding Amalek. K'tav zot zikaron b'sefer. This should be written as a zikaron, as a memory, a remembrance, a memorial, b'sefer, in a text. So again, these are the two psukim that are quoted as this Gezerah Shava. Again, Amar Rava Atya Zachira Zachira. It says that he's telling us the source for the answer to this question of Minal, and where do we get it from? It's from Zachira Zachira, which is a Gezerah Shava. And the Gemara goes to explain this Gezerah Shava by introducing the two psukim. K'tiv hacha means it's written here. That introduces the first pasuk. Vayamim elan nizkarim. These days are remembered. Should be remembered. That's from the Megillah. The K'tiv ha'tam, and it's written there. That's quoting the other pasuk in the Gezerah Shava. It's introducing the second pasuk, which is K'tav zot. Right, this zikaron ba'sefer. The Gemara then continues to explain. Ma lahalan ba'sefer, just like these over there, when it comes to Amalek, it's ba'sefer, it's out of a text. Afkan, so to here, when it comes to Megillah, ba'sefer, also must be out of a text. Again, so just to review quickly, the Gemara asks me, Nalan, how do I know that reading it by heart you're not Yotze? Rava tells us that there's a Gezerah Shava called Zachira Zachira that teaches us this. And what does that mean? It means the Shoresh Zachira, or similar to Zachira, to remember, comes up in two different places. The first place is by our Megillah. It says that you remember the Megillah, right? Nizkarim. And we also learn from Amalek that you also have to remember, right? It says K'tav od zikaron as a memorial. So it's teaching us the same way that when it comes to Amalek, it's done ba'sefer. It has to be done from a text. Afkan, so too, when it comes to Megillah, it also means that it has to be done from a text and not by heart. So now let's read it from the top. The Mishnah says, Kara al Peh lo Yatza. If you read the Megillah by heart, you're not Yotze. Minal, and the Gemara asks, how do I know this? Amar Rav, the Gemara answers, Rava says the following. Atya comes along Zachira Zachira, the Gezerah Shava of Zachira Zachira, and that provides the source for this halacha. How does that work? K'tiv hacha, it's written here, meaning regarding Megillah. V'hayamim ha'ela nizkarim. These days have to be remembered. Right, zocher, to be remembered. The k'tiv hatam, it's written over there regarding Amalek. K'tav zot zikaron b'sefer. Write this as a memory in a text. The Gemara then explains, what does that teach us? Ma lahalan b'sefer, just like these have to be b'sefer, just like Amalek had to be from a text. Avkan, so to here, when it comes to Megillah, b'sefer also has to be b'sefer, from a text. Okay, so now that we've gone through the translation of the first half of this Gemara, feel free to go over this one time, two times. Be prepared to be able to read it out of the Gemara itself. It's only about 2 lines. You have the translation sheets to help you practice. And now we're going to go on to learning the second half of the Gemara, which begins, of course, here where it says Mimai, and it goes down to where it says Befeh. We're going to, the next video is going to introduce this Gemara, and then we'll have another video that goes through the translation as well.